Well, you've had some weeks to get comfortable. Do you feel yourself more comfortable with the organization, the offense, everything?
Yeah, man, I feel like I'm finding myself here, especially inside of the offense, and with the guys, JG, and all the other receivers. I think it's allowing me to, be comfortable.
You've been through this before many times as a veteran. Is it different now because it's a new start, because everything's new for you, or you just feel like you know how to get your body and yourself ready to go for a season?
It's funny. I was just talking to somebody about this, and early on, I think in my career, it's definitely hard and different. And now understanding what my body needs and what I need to get up and go and be ready to make sure that I can be productive. You know, it, it's kind of like relaxing a little bit. Now that I have a little routine going on.
You weren't here last year, and it's over. But is there a discussion about you guys being ready to prove, being able to embrace the underdog role, and being ready to prove that you're better than the outside perception is?
Yeah, and that's part of the process. I think that's part of the reason of bringing myself here. I think that's part of the reason of bringing Tyrod Taylor here. Carlos Hyde and a number of guys that Coach Hugh and Mr. Dorsey and D and Jimmy has put in place to make sure that the culture is going to change and win football games.
Josh Gordon says you guys have the best receiving group in the league.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. You could expound on that a little bit. Why you
Um,
believe it?
I mean, just playing to our strengths and having the ability to have Tyrod back there and obviously Ty Haley calling plays and the things that Josh can do, that Corey can do, and we got a young cat coming up as well, Callaway, who's really showing a lot of flashes, and obviously myself, and just I think the capability of what we all can do is endless. We can only obviously beat ourselves at this point.
Can you draw much inspiration, guidance, whatever the word? Maybe I'm not coming up with the right word here. On the journey that Josh has gone through and where he is in this place in his career, and it seems like it's all on an upward curve.
Yeah, man. Listen, not being here and but obviously being tied to sports, you always heard about the Josh. You always heard about Josh and the things that he was going through, and now obviously having the chance to get to know him and hang out with him and talk to him. It's crazy how the perception of an article or what people say about a person can be misconstrued, and having the opportunity to sit with him and learn from him. Man, he's a stand-up guy, and to have him for a full season, that's really good too. Not only for myself, but for the organization and for his career. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where it goes next.
Is there a comparison for him out there? Is there a guy anywhere that's
No,
like him?
he's a league of his own. He's a league of his own.
And how would you describe that? What puts him in a league of his own? I mean, he's big, he's fast, but in your words, what puts him in a league of his own?
He can run routes. I never really seen a guy for his size that can actually run routes and get in and out of cuts. Like a small guy. And that's something that's different. And I didn't really know that he was capable of doing it. And coming out here and watch him do the things that he do puts him in a league of his own.
Just because of the versatility of the guys in your receiving core, is this probably going to be a different pro year than any you've had from the standpoint that they might say, hey, they might be expecting you to do this from past experience, but let's do this with Landry instead?
I didn't really understand the question. Can you?
Well, you're going to be doing different stuff than you did when you were
Right.
viewed as a slot receiver.
Right.
A lot different stuff.
Again, I think Todd does a great job of just getting playmakers the ball. Whether it's in space, whether it's a gadget here, a gadget there, but I'm confident enough to know that he's going to spray the ball around and put the ball in guys' hands that give us the highest chance of winning.
Jarvis, how excited are you that you might not be doubled all the time?
Very, very, very. Coming here, obviously, and again, having Josh for a full season, it makes that type of difference, and getting guys like Corey Coleman and Callaway stepping up and making plays when their number's called as well, makes this offense that much more of a threat.
Baker was saying that he's never seen a receiving core like this. What do you see out of the quarterbacks of Tyrod and Baker specifically?
Just the accuracy, the leadership, obviously, but the ways that these guys take the field every day, and have been throwing the football, and when the pocket breaking down, their eyes are still down the field. You think of these guys that dual threat quarterbacks, and they want to run as soon as everything goes bad in the pocket, but these guys are looking to extend the play with their arm, but they can with their feet as well, and that's the beauty of this whole thing.
What have you seen from Josh in terms of the way he's conducted himself day in and day out?
Just constant growth. Sometimes it's hard to get a hold of him, but just having the opportunity to go out to dinners, just hang out, watch the Cavs games, go to the game, and just talk to him. He's very intellectual. He's definitely a smart guy, and I think that he understands where his career at and the position that he's coming out of, and the perception of him right now. Obviously that's a reality, but at the same time, he's growing from that, and I think everybody's starting to see that.
You've been excited for 3 months now. Did you need a fresh start in your career?
You know what? I don't know. I'm just kind of honestly, I'm rolling with it. I'm excited to have an opportunity to play football, and that's all that matters to me. Whether it was in Miami, whether it was in Alaska, Canada, wherever, just opportunity to play is what matters the most to me.
But 3 months later, you still got that first day of school excitement, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.